Hi everybody, Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, and today's contract tip has to do with new construction. I was recently posed the question asked the question was posed to me, where do we go right now to find new construction properties for sale? As a real estate agent, I'm having a difficult time finding new construction for sale. So today I'm going to talk about just a quick tip, a unique way to find out about new construction properties for sale, how you can find that out before anybody else finds them out. So a couple of things, just generally speaking, is you can drive by and see new construction sites and go in there and find out the information on the inventory, upcoming inventory, price range, style, so forth and so on. You can go to Google and you can Google the builder's name, especially if it's a big builder, and see if there is a website or any information about upcoming subdivisions or properties for sale. There are a lot of new construction directories online or in person or on paper that you could potentially find. So I would look for that information. But what I wanted to focus today's video on is a unique way that you as a real estate agent can learn of new construction properties before they hit the market so that you can be of service to your buyers and helping them find a property to purchase that they might not be otherwise able to find. So, before I get to that, I just thought of another one. The other one is searching your MLS services. Now, there are various rules in various MLS services. For example, FMLS, their membership rules are that a new construction broker is not required to enter a property into FMLS until the drywall stage. It is a discretionary entry into FMLS prior to that stage. However, we are finding that a lot of new construction brokers are entering their listings into FMLS after contract but prior to closing. So it's a ground up build, and normally it's not an FMLS, but it is an FMLS and other MLSs. So the reason I bring that up, that there's a whole nother question about that regarding FMLS and fees and so forth and so on. But the reason I bring that up in context of this video is go ahead and search your MLS service also for new construction properties, because there are a lot of new construction brokers that are now entering their properties into an MLS service, even ground up new construction, where it is a lot of times a discretionary entry into the MLS rather than an obligatory entry into the MLS. But that can give you some information about other new construction ground up builds that builder might have. But back to the unique way. So I ask you to consider that you perceive a new construction on-site agent as your client just as much as you perceive the public buyer as your client. Now, why do I say that? Well, if you interact with a co-op, an on-site new construction agent as your client, and you develop a relationship with them the same way you would develop a relationship with your public client, you are going to put yourself in a position not only to learn of new construction properties before they hit the market, but also to be of service to the public, to that agent, and to yourself. So what do I mean by that? Well, number one, you have the higher likelihood of interacting with that other agent more frequently than you are even of the buyer with whom you are working. But if you drive around in a neighborhood, an area, a price range that you want to get more experience and work in and find new construction, go start talking or prospecting that agent. Go find out what they're about. Find out about the houses there. Share with them what your experience is. Some of these price ranges for new construction is a move up price range, and a lot of these builders agents are not allowed to list homes for sale. So if it is in a move up price range, then they could have a buyer that walks in off the street that has a house to sell before they're able to go through with the purchase of this new construction. Well, if you develop that relationship with that on-site agent might just give you a call to go take that listing, pay them a referral fee, and then you will get that listing from the buyer that wants to buy a property in the new construction subdivision. So how does that help? Well, that helps that on-site agent, because if their purchase is contingent upon them selling a house, you'll help them sell that house. And that helps you because you get a listing. It helps the public, obviously, because they are able to sell that house in order to buy the new house they want to buy. So that is a win-win-win-win all the way around. Additionally, once you create that relationship and you get a good professional, mutually beneficial, mutually respectful working relationship with that on-site agent, and you let that on-site agent know, look, I'm working with buyers all the time in this price range. When you hear of new lots being released, to the builder having takedowns of lots, let me know so I can have the opportunity to bring it to the attention of my buyers. And I'd love the opportunity to work with you as many times as possible. And once you develop that relationship, that on-site agent will more than likely think of you first and let you know when a new lot is open, or when there's going to be new construction, or even when that builder, depending on the size of the builder, is going to open up a whole new subdivision in another area. So there's all kinds of things, any and everything that you do to stay in touch with your public clients. I ask you to consider doing that with your on-site agent. So you can learn of new construction properties before anybody else learns of them. You can get potential listings that others might not get. You can work with buyers that they might not be able to work with. And there's all kinds of things. So everything, stay in touch. Let that on-site agent know any kind of drip campaigns you do, or any kind of communication, whether it be tips, for example, the time change coming up, when the clocks change from from standard time to daylight savings time, or when it is time to share your ideas with that on-site agent, to share with the buyers that have just recently bought, when it's time to change filters, air filters, when it's time to change or have the fire extinguishers checked, so forth and so on. Any kind of those tips and tricks and drips and marketing campaigns that you do to stay in touch with your public, I encourage you, again, to perceive and interact and consider new construction co-op agents the same way. I hope this was a unique tip for you to find out about new construction properties before anybody else does, and a clever way to get new listings that you might not otherwise get, as well as develop a new friend and professional colleague within your real estate career. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education.